नमस्कार सभी भक्तजनों का स्वागत है हमारे थर्सडे के जूम सत्संग मीटिंग में। हम लोग भगवत गीता का अध्ययन लगातार करते जा रहे हैं। अभी मंगलाचरण से हमारे आचार्य श्री यतीन्द्र शर्मा जी आरंभ करेंगे और उसके पश्चात भगवत गीता में प्रवेश करेंगे। यतीन्द्र जी।
धन्यवाद दीपक जी। ओ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुलङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादि हेतवे तापत्रये विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। ॐ तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शांति 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 हरि ओम। कृष्ण भगवान की प्रेरणा से हम लोग गीता के प्रथम 15 अध्यायों का अध्ययन कर चुके हैं। पिछला अध्याय एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण अध्याय था जिसमें कृष्ण भगवान ने इस संसार की स्थिति का निरूपण किया था और दिखाया था कैसे हम जीव आत्मा इस संसार बंधन में बंधे हुए हैं। जीव का स्वरूप कृष्ण भगवान ने समझाया था और उसके बाद कृष्ण भगवान ने समझाया था कि 2 तरीके के पुरुष होते हैं, एक क्षर और एक अक्षर, और इन सबसे परे पुरुषोत्तम जो पूर्ण पुरुष जो कि क्षर और अक्षर दोनों से परे है, जो श्री कृष्ण भगवान स्वयं है। और कृष्ण भगवान जो जिसका जैसा इष्ट है उसके अनुसार वो ही परम पुरुष है। राम के भक्तों के लिए भगवान श्री रामचंद्र मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम, वो भी पुरुषोत्तम है, उनको हम कहते हैं मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम। और जबकि कृष्ण भगवान को हम कहते हैं लीला पुरुषोत्तम। है दोनों पुरुषोत्तम, इसके अलावा भगवान शंभु शिव शंकर वो भी पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम है, और देवी मैया वो भी, हालांकि हम कहते पुरुषोत्तम है क्योंकि इसमें पुरुष शब्द जो है वो परम चेतना को का प्रतीक है, इसमें कोई जेंडर का भेद नहीं है। तो और उसके बाद जो लोग गणपति महाराज के हैं उनके लिए गणपति महाराज पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम हैं, कुछ लोग सूर्य भगवान के उपासक हैं उनके लिए सूर्य भगवान। सो ये सब हमारे यहाँ पंच हैं। और अब हम चलते हैं 16वें अध्याय की ओर। तो 16वां अध्याय है वो, उसमें दैवी और आसुरी संपत्ति। जब हम संपत्ति की बात करते हैं तो हम संपत्ति, जो शब्द आपने सुना होगा, वो हम सोचते हैं कि बैंक में बैलेंस है, बैंक में पैसे हैं या अपने हाथ में पैसे हैं, वो संपत्ति होगी। लेकिन ऐसी बात नहीं है। संपत्ति है जो हमारे सद्गुण है, द गुड क्वालिटीज इन अस, दे आर आवर रियल wealth. So that, and also you see the bad qualities, I mean, they are like a debt ये प्राणियों के ऊपर। तो उसको कृष्ण भगवान ने बताया है इस अध्याय में। अभी एक सेकंड देखिए, हम निकालते हैं ये अध्याय। इसमें okay, I will say in English, there are two kind of nature he has depicted. One is saintly and demonic. Now Sri Krishna explains that saintly nature develops in human by cultivating the mode of goodness, by following the instruction given in the scriptures, and purifying the mind with the spiritual practices. And of course, Satsang, that's what we are doing. So this is an aid in developing the good virtues and the Devi Sampatti. Now, such behavior, what like will be said about the following the instruction of the scripture, purifying the mind with the spiritual practice, such like we do meditation and upasana, going to temple. Such behavior attracts Devi Sampatti or God-like qualities, eventually leading to God realization. Now, contrary to this, the demonic nature develops by associating with modes of passion and ignorance. Raj गुण और तम गुण से एसोसिएट होना में डेमोनिक क्वालिटी डेवलप होती हैं, and that breed unwholesome traits in human personality. This leads the soul finally to in a hell-like existence. Now, Sri Krishna enumerates the saintly virtues of those endowed with a divine nature and then describes the demonic qualities that should be shunned consciously. So we will start with the shlok. Okay, let's see. Shloka 16, 1 to 3, they go together.
Chapter 16, Shloka 1 to 3.
Yeah, they go together. We will recite them.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi Dhanam Damascha Yajnascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam Ahimsa Satyam Tyaga Shantirapaishunam Daya Bhuteshvaloluptvam Mardhavam Hrirachapalam. तेजः क्षमा धृति शौचम् अद्रोहो नातिमानिता भवन्ति सम्पदं दैवीम् अभिजातस्य भारत.
The Supreme Divine Personality said, O Shekana Bharat, he is addressing to Arjun, these are the saintly virtues of those endowed with divine nature. It's a long list. I will read one by one. So first is fearlessness, abhay. Next is purity of mind. Next is steadfastness in spiritual knowledge. Next is charity, control of the senses, offering sacrifices, study of the sacred texts, austerity, and restraint from fault finding, compassion towards all living beings, absence of covetousness, gentleness, modesty, and lack of fickleness, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, bearing enmity towards none, and absence of vanity. You see, first is fearlessness, abhay. Abhay and fearlessness comes because the person who is following the spiritual path, he has no concern for the present and future miseries. He surrendered to God, and as a result, and he is not attached to too much attachment, so he is not worried about losing or gaining, and also he has no enemy, so he is not worried about that somebody will come and kill him or something like that. Next is purity of mind.
And may I also add about the fearlessness? A big one is that that person fully understands that he is not this body, but the soul, which is explained earlier on in Bhagavad Gita. What's the quality of the soul? So that way he's not even afraid of dying. Like losing one's life is the biggest fear in life, right?
Yeah, that fear is called abhinivesh. So he is not in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks. Now, purity of mind. Purity of mind, this is a state of inner cleanliness. The mind generates and harbors thoughts, sentiments, feeling, emotion, etc. And when these are ethical, wholesome, positive, and uplifting, the mind is considered pure. So he doesn't foster any bad ideas, because that or any unethical and degrading behavior, which is considered impure. Attachment to object in the modes of passion and ignorance contaminate the mind, while attachment to the God purifies. ठीक है? Anything else इसमें करनी है? Purity of mind?
ठीक है.
Yeah. Next is steadfastness in spiritual knowledge. You see, spiritual knowledge, the motivation for the spiritual knowledge, people get from different sources. Some people don't get the motivation to acquire the spiritual knowledge because they don't know what's the reality of this material world is. But those who are aware of that in this material world, there is not, everything is transitory and going to lose. So steadfastness in the spiritual knowledge comes when we know our situation in this material world, which is full of misery. And there is a there is a pleasure and pain. We always alternate between that. It's not that if there is a pleasure, it's going to continue forever. It will end someday. And so that's how a motivated person, they don't go off track in their spiritual knowledge, acquiring the spiritual knowledge. The next one is charity. Charity, a person who is not too much attached to his person, who is not greedy or self-centered, he's a charitable person. And that's one of the Devi Sampatti, godly quality. Control of the senses. The next is control of the senses. Senses, they lead us, they ask us to enjoy, because every sense looks for the object of its senses. Eyes always want to look something beautiful. Ear always wants to listen very melodious music and the things which pleases us, our self-praise or flattery. And the tongue always wants to test the food and things which may be good for our health, which may not be good for our health. And the skin, our touch, we want some velvety touch, smooth. So these are the senses, they go towards the sense object. And the person who is on a spiritual path, he knows which sense to control and how to use them just for the useful purpose, not for the some unnecessary enjoyment. Next is sacrifices. It means executing one's Vedic duties and social obligation. Whatever we have social obligation, we have to do it. And then is Swadhyay. Swadhyay is two meaning. One is Adhyan means study. You study the scripture, and Swadhyay means another is Swa means self. Study your own self. Observe yourself, which way you are going, what your mind is thinking. That's also Swadhyay. Last week, यश जी ने एक श्लोक सुनाया था, सत्यम वद धर्मम चर. वो आधा है, उसके आगे और है एक, स्वाध्याय मां प्रमदा. सत्यम वद धर्मम चर स्वाध्याय मां प्रमदा. इसका मीन डोंट, सत्य बद और धर्म का आचरण कर, एंड योर सेल्फ स्टडी. डोंट बी lazy in your Swadhyaya. That comes in the Taitri Upanishad. Okay. So Swadhyaya. So the next virtue is that we are studying the sacred scriptures and plus studying ourselves, that we are not going in the wrong way. Next is austerity. The body, mind, senses are such that if we pamper them, then they become pleasure seeking. But if we restrain them, they become disciplined. So we have to keep our body and senses disciplined. Next one is straightforwardness. Simplicity in speech and conduct unclutter the mind and endangers the sprouting of noble thoughts. Non-violence, ahimsa, that we all know. Truthfulness, that we also know. Satya. Absence of anger. Absence of anger is krodhas tyaga. And then is renunciation. Renunciation is whatever we really need, that must take, and other not accumulate unnecessary things. Peacefulness, shanti. Restrain from fault finding. Don't look for fault in other, or in the whole world, or in your friends, or in family. That should not be. Now there is compassion towards all living beings. Karuna. Next is absence of covetousness. Control the greed. Next is gentleness, modesty, lack of fickleness, vigor, forgiveness or forbearance, fortitude, cleanliness, bearing enmity towards none, absence of vanity. So these are all the Devi Sampatti. I mean, this is a big list.
Big list, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see how many we can keep.
Yeah, I mean, well, as much as we like all those definitions, all those words, to inculcate all those, but
Yeah.
in reality, when in practice, it can become challenging.
Yes, we are a mix of demonic and divine qualities, mixed bag. ये गीत है ना, मुझ में भलाई भी, मुझ में बुराई भी, लाखों मैल दिल में थोड़ी भलाई भी, ताकि. Okay,
Yeah.
so we will go to the next one. Now we are going to the
Yeah,
demonic.
any question? Yeah, Yash ji ne haath khada kiya. Yash ji,
Yes, yes.
बताइए.
Just one point about ahimsa. I heard that ahimsa towards self as well as others, and this would include physical as well as mental.
Yeah, man kram, but neither it should be in your mind, neither it should be in your speech. I mean, we can hurt somebody just by speech, even more than by hitting. So yeah, right, SG, yeah.
Yeah, that's the definition of the word karma as well, because it's a threefold karma, mansa, vacha, karmana.
Yes. SG ने वो कर दिया है.
Yeah, mute कर दिया यश जी ने.
If that is what is needed for humanity to practice, how come we got all the wars from the time man came on earth?
Because on one hand there are divine qualities, on the other hand there are demonic qualities. So everybody doesn't have these qualities, and very rare people have.
But people, the expectation is everybody should have the noble qualities.
Everybody cannot have, actually. The only people.
I don't even think that there is an expectation. Like who are you talking about when you're saying expectation? Who is expecting? God himself? God is saying, no, I made those qualities. Okay, go. Let's see. Who is more powerful, or who has more influence over the others. So saintly or demonic. But in our culture, it is stated that Satyamev Jayate, like the who is on the path of the truth, he or she, they alone get the victory in the end. So that's the teaching in our culture. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. But if you look at even our culture, Indian culture, the amount or the number of wars and battles that took place.
Yeah.
So there was, the Almighty said, I'm throwing it to you. You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You drop either side of the fence.
Yes.
So that's what humanity, the Indian culture. The same with the European culture. same with the Western or the Eastern or the Southern. Every culture had these two qualities,
Yes.
as we call demonic and satire, this thing, spiritual or whatever, godly or ungodly, whichever way you look at it. There was the in Chinese they say the yin and the yang.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is, the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
And if you have those qualities, you're going to behave like that.
Yes.
But every individual has those qualities. And what we are trying to do is to achieve that before we leave this earth. And we come to this stage and we know we've experienced all this. Now we're going to purify ourselves to go forward. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yes.
it's lovely. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, and the end result, like desirable result being the moksha.
Right.
Moksha meaning
Not to be reincarnation.
yeah, exactly. To get
To-
out of the
to-
cycle of birth and death.
As birth and death, go to
Yeah.
live with the Almighty,
Almighty,
wherever it is.
wherever he likes to send us.
Yeah, but wherever the
Yeah.
Almighty is, whether it's male or female Almighty,
Yeah.
I'll be there sitting
Yeah.
on the lap
Yeah.
or on the side or whatever.
But that's one version. Yatindraji has another side of it.
What is his side?
Yeah, Yatindraji, you tell what your side.
That is quite a question.
Did I spark
Oh yeah, you sparked something.
Sparked
Yeah,
something.
It gets sparked quite often. Yeah, but no, Yatindraji has explained earlier before many times. That in actuality there is no difference between Atma and Paramatma. So once the realization kicks in and stays with that Purusha, which is the Jivatma, then it doesn't equate itself with the Jivatma status. It just realizes its Atma status, and then once it realizes the Atma status, it's already merged with the
Yeah.
Paramatma.
okay.
So that the moksha is there already. So we do not have to kind of desire moksha. Moksha is there already. It's the realization
Is the
of
path.
our true status, and when that takes place, moksha is
Is a given.
is given. Yeah, you're right. You use
Yeah,
the right word.
okay.
It's given. Yeah.
There is one question or one topic that we can talk about a bit is the compassion. This I want to raise 2 points. One is about self-compassion, and the second about compassion and competition. In daily life, we deal with competition, and how do we accommodate compassion while we are competing in the society, and also self-compassion. If we can talk about
Yeah, there are two types of competition. Competition with the passion, competition with self-interest, and competition to let other person down. Okay, that's one competition. Another is a genuine competition, competition, but without any selfish motive. That I have to perform good. But even if just like I would say, sportsman spirit, okay? Now, a sportsman spirit, you play, okay? You play, but even if your competitor wins, shake hand with him.
Perfect.
So that's why it's competition. So that kind of competition we are talking
not like just slam your tennis racket on the
throw it.
on the ground and say, no, how could that be? I have seen some players do that.
I think
players.
you put it very beautifully that you at the end you shake hand. These days, because of COVID, we shake our rackets. But that is the thing when it diffuses.
Yeah.
All the competition comes to zero. How hard it may be. I've noticed many times, you get angry. Okay, why this? The same in real life as well. I mean, in terms of competition at work, competition, other things.
Yeah. I mean,
Who takes charge of it? And the fact is, you have to constantly remember, not that I do, but constantly remember that you do your fair and square. And if you win, fine. If you don't win, that's fine as well.
yeah. I mean, I have seen the mature competitors. Even after losing, he really genuinely congratulates the other person and he praises him that he plays so well.
Yeah.
Wish I could do that. I mean, so that's how it is.
Yeah, and on the side of the business competition, if that's what can be explained also, if one is competing with the idea of benefiting for the masses, not just for themselves, that kind of competition is a wholesome competition, is for the benefit of everyone, which is a good kind of competition. And if somebody just says, oh, forget about everyone else, no matter what hook or crook, I have to win, this is a competition, that kind of spirit, that's a negative spirit, that's a demonic spirit. And that's why there is a lot of demon business people around the world. And the world is not good because of them, but competition, fair competition for benefit of everyone is a healthy, good competition, which is necessary for in the society, I believe.
If I may just share a very dominating, the word you used, the kind of hatred part of it, how we interact. There were two shops, one across the road, and they were competing all their life. And one of them sort of really used to pray to God, and God appeared finally and said, look, what do you want? He says, I want to be twice as, anything that guy gets, I should get twice as much. So he says, okay, what do you want? He says, I want him to lose one eye. So he lost two eyes. I mean, that's the ultimate of, when you compete, he couldn't care less about the money. We have, that is, I know I have it at places that I am fully aware of it, but it's real. And you really get to that kind of hate that you forget. Why are you hating anybody? Because I thought that was
Suren, you brought in a good story.
It's not my story. Baba Muktanand
No.
tell us that.
Whoever said it, the word that you brought in was hate.
Yes, it is hate.
And I would throw another one, greed.
Of course, yes.
When the time there's competition, there's greed, there's hate, there's some ulterior motive in a person's mind that I want that person to be down and I want to be up.
Yes.
That's plain and simple. So in competition, you can have good competition, as two tennis players playing at the end of the day, they'll shake hands, but they are $1 million richer, even if they shake hands. But the ultimate goal is they wanted something in return. If they won the competition, they'll have a superior amount. They lost it, they've got the second prize. So it's greed and hate and everything enmeshed into one ball. And that is what we have to sift out to have the good quality on one side and the bad quality on the other side. Throw it away.
Isn't it like this instinctive thing is, if there's one roti on the table and 10 of us want to have it, what would we do? We fight in the end.
Exactly.
Nobody might get in. So that part is still there.
Of
I don't
competition.
think I can part from that. But this teachings like virtues, because the subject you're talking today, we were reading yesterday in our sadhana circle. We were talking about all these. When you said it's in this book,
Oh, yes.
Bhagavad Gita, about the steadfastness and all. But the truth is, Gurmai said something like this: in the beginning there's love, at the end there's love, in between is virtues. That's the real word that we live through. So if you maintain, I'm sharing with you what she, and it's quite interesting if we sort of really embrace at our own pace, There's a temperament, like I got a hot temperament myself. I'm fully aware of it. I use it very judiciously.
Right.
So this is raising your awareness power from here to there. Slowly you're lifting it. And not only this, you're also, the people around you are also affected. So it's a great thing, this virtues we're talking about. It's beautiful.
And what will happen is we will become compassionate as we age, as we learn, and as we discuss things like this.
Yeah.
See, they call me Pop. They don't call me Surendra. Pop, do this thing. It's interesting. The life itself is very interesting. When you think everything is perfect, there's nothing perfect.
Yeah.
We learn to sort of adapt ourselves. It's like an evolution. Slowly and slowly, we're evolving to a point whereby you can live and let live.
Yeah.
I shut up now.
So in this Bhagavad Gita as it is, Prabhupada ji has given like several pages of purport for these shlokas that we just read. Okay.
Yeah.
Very deep.
Yeah, and at the last end part, there is some stuff that some people in this time and age might raise their eyebrow on and say, oh, no, we don't agree with this anymore. They're talking about Shudras and stuff, and then they should just stay in their place and not.
We cannot go on that path,
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you can read all of that, but, take it with a pinch of salt.
So adapt to.
कभी-कभी ये हमारे प्रश्न उठता है कि अगर सब लोग हो गए तो फिर दुनिया कैसे चलेगी?
हाँ.
मतलब भगवान ने ऐसे बना रखा है तीनों गुण कि वो तीनों की जरूरत पड़ती है. मतलब हर एक आदमी अपने हिसाब से काम करता है, बट इट बेनिफिट्स. जस्ट लाइक आप देखिए, ए फंक्शनिंग ऑफ कमिंग ऑफ द न्यू प्रोडक्ट इन द मार्केट, तो जो इन्वेंट किया होता है जिसने ना, साइंटिस्ट वगैरह, दे आर पीपल दोज हु आर, मतलब नॉलेज है उनकी, स्टडी कर रखी है उन्होंने, एंड दे डेवलप द आइडिया, but they are not that much motivated most of the thing, just like people like क्या नाम है उसका साइंटिस्ट जिसने उसका पोलियो का वो निकाला था, सॉल्ट. नाउ उसका सिर्फ ये कंसर्न था कि हाउ कैन आई फाइंड आउट दैट वैक्सीन, दैट्स ऑल. उसका कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं था कि मतलब कितना फायदा होगा, कितना नुकसान होगा. इसी तरीके से जो भी साइंटिस्ट हैं, वो उनका यही एम होता है कि आई हैव टू सॉल्व दिस इश्यू, आई हैव टू ब्रिंग आउट द वैक्सीन और मेडिसिन. जस्ट लाइक जिन्होंने पेंसिलिन का इन्वेंट किया था, वो ही वाज नॉट दिस, तो सात्विक पीपल होते हैं. अच्छा, उस आइडिया को लेके जो राजसिक पीपल होते हैं, उनका ये पर्पस होता है कि हम कैसे इससे पैसा बनाएं। उनके दिमाग में यही बात होती है। उनका दे आर नॉट कंसर्न अच्छा करेगा, भला करेगा, क्या करेगा, किसी के लिए आई हैव टू मेक मनी। अच्छा, तो वो भी जरूरत होती है भाई, वैक्सीन तो आपने निकाल लिया, लेकिन उसका मास प्रोडक्शन कैसे करोगे, मार्केट में कैसे लाओगे, हाउ विल यू डू दैट? सो दे द ग्रीडी पीपल कम, ओके, they will set up the factory, they will take the risk, they will come the venture capital and all that, and so the market will come and it will eventually reach to the general public. अच्छा, now there is third kind. So सात्विक people ने तो आइडिया करके इन्वेंट किया, राजसिक पीपल ने फैक्ट्री खड़ी कर दी और प्रॉफिट मार्जिन कर दिया, और तामसिक पीपल मतलब जो लेजी हैं, जिनका दिमाग भी नहीं है, ये भी नहीं कर सकते हैं, they are the factory worker. I mean, they will do the manual,
Follows, yeah.
yeah, manual lower, all
moving the vaccine around everywhere,
around,
giving it to people,
loading, unloading,
unloading.
and they are, so all three kind of people are needed: sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic, and they all. So हर एक दुनिया संसार की कोई भी क्रिया ले लीजिए, उनमें तीनों है। जैसे मान लीजिए शुगर बनानी है, तब उसमें से आपने शुगर निकाली, वो सात्विक है, अब उसके साथ वो भी निकलेगा क्या, मोलासेस, जिससे कि लोग शराब बनाएंगे।
Oh yeah.
हाँ,
Seriously.
अच्छा, और उसके अलावा उसमें कुछ ऐसे बाई प्रोडक्ट निकालेंगे कि जो कि आपको क्या कहते हैं, दे कैन किल यू इन यू, दे कैन किल यू। सो ये भगवान की तरफ से ऐसी सत्य रज और तम जो हमारी फंक्शनल वर्ड है वो है। और ये जो गुण बताए दैवी संपत्ति, ये हर एक ने एक्वायर करता है जो मोक्ष के मार्ग पे है, मुमुक्ष जिसे कहते हैं। दे केयर अबाउट ऑल दिस क्वालिटीज एंड दे वुड लाइक टू एक्वायर इट। यही क्वालिटीज इसमें बताई हैं पतंजलि योग सूत्र में। जो पतंजलि के अष्टांग योग है, उसमें से पहले 3 यम नियम, वो जो है ना, सब ये गुड क्वालिटीज, ये जो वर्च्यूज हैं, उनको अकोमुलेट करने के लिए बताया। ठीक है,
ठीक है।
I get what you said, Deepak ji, with the contentious part of
Yeah.
Gita.
Yeah, you
where
saw
that. I give you one sentence.
Yeah.
You're gonna laugh. They should not be puffed up with unnecessary prestige or honor, and should remain in their own status.
Yeah.
It is the duty of the Sudras to offer respect to the higher class for the upkeep of the social order.
Yeah.
Order.
Nowadays,
Please open a can of worms.
Yes, nowadays this will be a contested thing, kind of idea, you know.
Yeah.
And Yatindra ji knew about that, so he explained
He
it very
didn't want
nicely.
to go there.
Yeah.
He didn't want to go there.
They understand
No,
what you said.
it's understandable in this day and age. We came through life, a long life, and we've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. Some of us were born during the war, some of us were born after the war, and we had 2 world wars, and then we had other skirmishes. The world is like a stage where everybody is performing, and we are trying to come to grips to purify ourselves through this Gita and through other books and versions, so that we see a better life wherever we are traveling to at the end of our life. So in all, when we talked about compassion and competition and all that, it's rampant. You know, it's rampant. The whole world is like that. So we just have to pull ourselves away from that feeling and live I wouldn't say pure life, but a sort of a clean life.
Clean life.
Yeah, clean life, even if you make sincere effort, okay, sincere effort also recognized by God, okay.
Right.
You are making an effort.
Effort, that's the word. Yeah.
Yes, Chief?
I rest.
One more question about compassion.
Yeah.
How do I be compassionate toward someone who hurts me or even my own family members who don't give me the respect or consideration that I feel I should get, or a friend who is not being as friendly as I would like him to be. So compassion towards all seems to be a somewhat difficult thing to implement.
Yeah, you see, that's a difficult thing, because when we feel that we are entitled for something, we are entitled for respect, entitled for good behavior, that's where the problem starts. I mean, we are not entitled. A father thinks that I am entitled for respect from my son, or a daughter, or this and that, So that's why we say that keep on doing whatever is my duty without expecting, because the expectation is the greatest.
That's the biggest thing.
Biggest, yeah. ये दिल को जला के रख देती है, और क्या करनी, मतलब what it can do. The expectation is the most hurtful thing that I expect, and my expectation, and especially from the loved ones,
That's the biggest one.
Yeah.
The people who love you so much, you're so entrenched into your emotions so much that you can't even breathe sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm saying the separation is the one. If I may jump in, Yashi, I try to have more compassion on myself first. I try my best. It's okay if I'm stupid. It's okay if I'm this, and I accept myself gracefully. And from then onwards, it's an ongoing effort. That I know Yatinder is my friend. I make sure that I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, but it's because I'm living by myself. I know. I mean, the two options I have: I can start crying and complaining nonstop. That's one, which will not get me anywhere. The other is to love myself as it is, whatever God has given me as it is, and sit in that chair that God has provided me, and then deal with the things on merits. If they do not uplift you, gracefully walk away. If they uplift you, stay there. But there's nobody's going to come and knock on Surendra's door. Surrender, are you all right? Because your expectation is, we all want that somebody should ask you that question. But the thing is, I choose to go and ask somebody else, are you all right, my friend? So it's a very subtle shift, because we don't love ourselves as much. At least I'm judging for myself. I don't love myself enough to stand in that truth.
Yeah.
When I start loving myself with that truth, these things matter nothing.
Yeah,
Because they will.
I hear from the young people these days, they use the same kind of things in
I
their
must be young then.
own terminology. They call it self-love. And they're saying you should be having self-love, and then self-respect, and out of that you will have also forgiveness for others and gratitude. And these are the words they're using, right? Forgiveness,
I love that.
gratitude, and then no remorse, no complain about anyone, whether they have hurt you, whether they're not, because now you are saying, I am complete. I don't need anyone to complete me. And so I'm not frustrated. I'm not angry. You can be responsible for your actions, and I am responsible for my action, and I am very calm. I'm not disturbed. I don't know what's going on inside them, but this is what they're telling me. This is how they're talking now.
That's not what I implied, by the way.
No,
I don't imply that. I mean, real word, you have to, people who say I can go to Himalaya and become a saint.
Yeah.
The hardest journey of your life is when you're married and living in the word. It's living in the word is the teachings. You can't run away from it. It's easy to run away.
Yeah.
So be in the middle of the fire and learn and learn and learn. Don't get the wrong message. I'm the process of it myself. But the thing is, I honor myself because we say God is in us. So having said that, why would I run myself down when God is in each of us? So you're running God down. I mean, it's a thinking, but that does not mean become fatalistic. I mean, if I see a elephant running towards me, I'll walk away and run. So it's a kind of a very subtle shift. It's not, because all this society is created by us. That this religion is better. I mean, goes on and on. It's a mind. It's a mind thing. At a deeper level, it makes no difference. It does not make any difference. So coming back to that, I would say compassion. I love this word, compassion. Contentment, gratitude. And so, I mean, I started, you can laugh at me. I say, okay, I've got a head, I've got hair, I've got forehead, I've got eyes, I've got eyebrows. I start walking down the feet. And by the middle of it, I find God. Then I see I've got a family, I've got friends, I've got you guys. And it's a bucket. It fills up and fills up and fills up. The other way could be say, nobody cares, nobody. And two ways you can approach the same trouble. But this is wholesome and organic. I hate this word organic, but there you are. This is organic answer. I should shut up now.
अच्छा, अब देखिए demonic qualities हैं from 4. जिन्होंने लेट ज्वाइन किया था, जरा उनके लिए बता देते हैं कि this chapter is about the Devi and Asuri Sampatti. मैंने बताया था कि संपत्ति doesn't mean money in the bank. Sampatti, the good virtues, they are also wealth, your spiritual wealth, and the bad virtues are your liabilities. So Lord Krishna explained in first 3 shlokas what are those, and I can just go quickly, again, just list, not explain.
Chapter 16, the beginning of chapter 16 is first 3 shlokas.
Yeah, so first 3 shlokas, they were, I will just read out what are the divine virtues. And they are, first is fearlessness, purity of mind, steadfastness in spiritual knowledge, charity, control of the senses, sacrifice means doing your duties, study of the sacred books, austerity, straightforwardness, non-violence, truthfulness, absence of anger, renunciation, peacefulness, restraint from fault finding in others, compassion towards all living beings, absence of covetousness, gentleness, modesty, lack of fickleness, vigor, forgiveness or forbearance, fortitude, cleanliness, bearing enmity towards none, absence of vanity. So these were the we explained. So I mean, you can have them. So next, Lord Krishna is telling about what are the demonic qualities. So the demonic qualities, we will read the shlok 4.
Yes.
Dambho darpo bhimanascha krodha parushyameva cha ajnanam cha bhijatasya partha sampadamasurim.
O Parth, Lord Krishna is saying, O Parth, the qualities of those who possess a demonic nature are hypocrisy, dambha, hypocrisy, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshfulness, and ignorance. Okay, so we go to the next, what he says about that. We know that these qualities, like we might have some other people might have come across. So what happens?
Daivi sampad vimokshaya nibandhaya surimata mashucha sampadam daivim abhijatosi Pandava.
The divine qualities lead to liberation, while the demonic qualities are the cause for continuing destiny of bondage. Grieve not, O Arjun, as you are bound with saintly virtues. So he is assuring Arjuna that he has saintly virtues, and we can see that the person who has these demonic qualities, I mean, sooner or later he will get into trouble. Like people have shown lots of cleverness with these qualities, okay, and temporarily they may succeed as well, but eventually they fall down. I have seen in corporate life that some people have gone the ladder up by these qualities, but eventually, I mean, they come down. Just like if we look at our Ramayana, that Ravan, you know, he has these demonic qualities, but in the short term, I mean, he was king of the Lanka, and that was a golden place, but eventually he fall down. And people, those who strive for the liberation, they try to achieve that. They can see the benefit in having the divine qualities. But those people, those who are attached to the material world, they see the benefit in having the demonic qualities. Okay. Then what says Lord Krishna?
Dvau bhuta sargo lokesmin daiva asura eva cha.
These are two
Daivo vistarasha prokta asuram partha me shrunu.
There are two kinds of beings in this world, those endowed with divine nature and those possessing a demonic nature. I have described the divine qualities in detail. O Arjun, now hear from me about the demonic nature. And what are the, in this chapter mostly Lord Krishna has
Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha janana vidurasuraha na shaucham na pichacharo na satyam teshu vidyate.
those possessing a demonic nature do not comprehend which action are proper and which action are improper. Hence, they possess neither purity nor good conduct nor even truthfulness. I think there is nothing to explain further. आप दीपक जी अगर आपको कोई चीज पकड़ में आए उससे तो बता दीजिएगा.
या मैं अपना तबला ट्यून कर रहा था उस पे भजन के लिए, मैं सुना नहीं. तो इसमें है, ओ सन ऑफ पार्थ, इन दिस वर्ल्ड देयर आर टू kinds of created beings. One is called divine and the other demonic. I have already explained to you at length the divine qualities. Now hear from me the demonic. ये वाला ही कह रहे हैं या किससे अगला?
Next one.
Next one, प्रवृत्ति च निवृत्ति.
हाँ, वो जो पहला आपने कहा था उसमें मुझे एक कमेंट है, प्रभुपाद जी का है.
हाँ जी.
उसमें यह है, nobody is created demon or divine. Okay, people become divine or demonic by their karmas.
अच्छा. Yeah.
But if I may
There are
interject
two
here,
kinds
that-
of created beings. One is called divine and the other demonic. Yeah.
It says created. That means God has created as a demonic.
No, ऐसा नहीं कह रहे वो, ऐसा नहीं कह रहे, ऐसा नहीं. वो just सुनने में आ रहा है. He is saying there are two kinds of created beings. Full stop. Okay. फिर अगला सेंटेंस में कह रहे हैं, one is called divine and the other demonic, because of their actions and their thoughts and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
जैसा भी हो।
Yeah, we have to not pick on him all the time. Yeah. Sometimes yes. Yeah.
Okay. So next one was a pravrittim cha nivrittim cha jana.
हाँ, उसमें है those who are demonic do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior nor truth is found in them.
Okay. So yeah, that's so next we will go 8.
Yeah.
असत्यमप्रतिष्ठन्ते जगदाहुरनीश्वरम् अपरस्परसम्भूतम् किमन्यत् कामहैतुकम्.
They say the word, the demonic people, this is their belief, what Lord Krishna is saying. The demonic people say the world is without absolute truth, without any basis for moral order, and without a God who has created or is controlling it. It is created from the combination of the two sexes and has no purpose other than sexual gratification. So that's what is there.
Yeah, that's a crucial slok.
Yeah. And you see, there are people, those who say there is no God. But they may say there is no God, but they may not say that the world is without absolute truth and without any basis for moral order. But there are lots of atheists.
Atheist, yeah.
They are good people, okay? Not necessarily bad people. But when you have all the three combination, those who think the world is without any absolute truth, without any moral order, and without God, and this is created for the sensual enjoyment, okay?
Yeah.
Though atheist people, some people believe that the world should be made good, and they do good things, you know. So necessarily, so to be really bad person, you have to combination of all these three, not just one. Any comment?
Yeah, one of our rishis or so-called rishis, you know, Charvak,
Yeah.
wasn't he of the same kind of mindset?
Yeah, Charvak has all those things. Okay, Charvak believed in this one, what Lord Krishna is saying. He not only does not believe in God, he does not believe in absolute truth, he does not believe that there is a moral order, and he said that just enjoy, okay? He said that who knows what is the truth? I mean, in the long run, we are all dead. So just do whatever you like to do.
Yeah, Shastri used to recite one of his shlokas saying, Gritvam Pivam, ye khavam wo karam, or enjoy karam, or koi worry nahi karam. Kuch bhi nahi hai.
Yeah.
घी पियो, अच्छा अच्छा फूड खाओ, अपनी एंजॉयमेंट करो सारी लाइफ की, कुछ भी नहीं है कोई, देयर इज नो गॉड, देयर इज नो सच थिंग. ऐसा, that's how he used to say, and he had lot of followers.
Yeah, he had lots of followers. Like not only that, he used to say, do and borrow as much as you like, okay?
Oh yes, he said borrow as much as you like, because and don't even worry about paying back if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Something.
I think Trump must be his disciple.
Thank you for
From what
saying
you're
it.
telling me, I don't even know the Rishi, but I think he must have taken.
Yeah, Trump must be his disciple. Yeah.
Non-believe in God है, तो जो बुद्धिस्ट हैं, वो भी किसी पर्सनल गॉड में बिलीव नहीं करते हैं.
हाँ,
but spiritual.
Yeah.
We have to make.
अच्छा, तो एक तो होते हैं एथीस्ट,
हाँ,
दूसरे होते हैं एग्नोस्टिक्स।
agnostic, yeah.
Yeah.
तो
They
इन
say
दोनों
that.
में ही अच्छे लोग हो सकते हैं।
हाँ, दोनों में अच्छे हो सकते हैं, yeah.
Yeah.
तो मेरी तो लेवल तो समझ में आ रहा है कि एक जो है कहता है कि भगवान है ही नहीं, दूसरा कहता है कि हमें पता नहीं है।
हमें पता नहीं है, yeah.
हाँ, तो लेकिन इसका परिणाम क्या है ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है।
हाँ,
अगर दोनों ही
good
अच्छे हो
question.
सकते हैं,
परिणाम क्या
It's
है?
a good question. Very good question.
No, let me understand the question actually. Parinam, क्या, what do you mean parinam?
नहीं, परिणाम से मतलब है कि जो भगवान में विश्वास, भगवान को मानते हैं,
हाँ,
विश्वास की बात नहीं है, भगवान को मानते हैं,
हाँ,
वो उनका जो है जो व्यवहार होता है, बिहेवियर, इट इज either dedicated to Bhagwan, or there is some sort of connection in the mind that am I doing anything wrong? Am I doing this thing, for not just for the selfish reason? Whereas agnostics or atheists, how do they think? Because for one God is not there, the other is I don't know. So they can do whatever they like themselves.
no, the thing is, atheists and agnostics, okay, they still believe that we have to live peacefully, we have to live with sukh and shanti, okay, with peacefulness. They still believe we have to do. Not believing God doesn't mean that you can do anything. They still follow the ethical they may still follow the ethical and moral virtues.
So what is the difference between their moral values or any values?
Only
That's
moral
what I'm
values,
asking.
yeah, there is a difference. There is no, the only difference is for the atheist, the moral value is to live this life
Within this society.
within this society, to live peacefully, okay?
Yeah. Otherwise,
think-
there will be war, and then war.
Yeah.
You know what happens.
What happens?
Everybody just cuts each other, so it hurts.
No, I understand
no
that.
wonder
I'm
hurt.
asking a very limited question.
Yeah.
That this is, if everybody wants the same thing, then it's just the difference. Like I'm wearing blue, you are wearing brown, but there is no difference. So is it that kind of difference between atheists and agnostics?
No, actually, as far as the moral and ethical conduct is concerned, that's only for their only belief, okay? That's their only belief. Other than that, there's nothing. They can have.
Yeah, they're Raji, they're still subject to the same rules of nature that the rest of the human beings and the other beings are subject to.
No,
when
that is
it
not my
comes to
question.
them,
You are answering some other question.
Okay, then let's understand what's your question. I'm answering and I'm exactly don't fully understand what you are trying to.
Yeah. Probably I don't understand myself, but since the words are used, these are just words, or do they have any meaning?
Of course, they have meaning. I mean, atheist doesn't think that there is anything, something.
No, that is very technical. I mean, of course, I understand that, but that's just technical description.
So
It
what
doesn't talk about their behavior. You are saying they're governed by the same. Yeah, of course,
no,
we are.
I mean, this depends upon an atheist can be as good as a person as you can find. Why can't an atheist be a nice person? You tell me. What is preventing him from being a good person?
No, that's not my question.
So I have seen the atheist people. I have seen the people, those who don't believe in God. Very nice people.
But I'm not talking like that. I'm just asking what is the difference
Yeah.
between atheists and then agnostic in philosophy or whatever.
Agnostics is suspending his judgment. Okay.
Yeah.
The atheist has come to a conclusion in his
Yeah.
mental world that there is no God. Whereas the agnostics, he is not sure.
He's on the fence.
He's on the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started my question like that. Okay.
Yeah. Well, lot of other questions got answered in
Yeah,
between.
I'm not.
Anyways.
I'm not able to understand beyond the words. Okay.
Okay. So that wasn't simple. Yeah.
Okay, beyond the word. So you have to enter the mind of the atheist and also enter the mind of the agnostics. Only then you will know the correct answer.
Yeah. Best thing will be if you come across one, ask them. And
Yeah.
they will tell you, because they have put the label on themselves. So they should be able to tell you what it means to them.
I can tell you that Gandhi believed in God and Nehru was agnostics.
Nehru was agnostic. Okay, well, he didn't declare it, did he?
No, he said in one of his writings.
He said it?
Oh, yeah, he did. He did.
Oh, did he? Okay, then.
But he respected other religions, all the religions.
Yeah.
He was inclined towards the Buddhism, you know. He was,
Okay.
अच्छा, और आगे चलते हैं?
Yeah.
Okay. क्या टाइम क्या हो गया? ये तो 21 हुआ. एक और हो सकता है.
Yeah.
Let's go. अच्छा.
9th.
एतां दृष्टिमवष्टभ्य नष्टात्मानोऽल्पबुद्धयः प्रभवन्त्युग्रकर्माणः क्षयाय जगतो हिताः.
Holding fast to such views, these misdirected souls with small intellect and cruel action arise as enemies of the world, threatening its destruction. So in the recent history, we can see such kind of person in like Hitler, Mussolini, Idi Amin. These kind of people we can see, I mean, they fit in this category. Holding on to such views, these misdirected soul with small intellect and cruel action. Now, how much cruel action these Nazis have done, you know, arises and many of the world threatening its this destruction. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
काममाश्रित्य दुष्पूरम् दम्भमानमदान्विताः मोहाद् गृहीत्वा सद्ग्राहान् प्रवर्तन्ते शुचिव्रताः.
Harboring insatiable lust, full of hypocrisy, pride and arrogance, the demonic cling to their false tenets. Thus illusioned, they are attracted to the impermanent and work with impure resolve.
Yeah. Can you just expand on the word impermanent here, just for everyone's sake?
Thus illusioned, they are attracted to the impermanent. Whatever achievement, the material achievement is impermanent.
Yeah.
It's only lasts for a time being.
Yeah.
Impermanent. Whatever your eyes can see, whatever you, that's impermanent. You can see. So they are attracted by the
Yeah.
impermanent.
Right. Okay.
11. Their life is also not very happy, after achieving all that thing, they are always in tension.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that they are happy, they achieve thing.
Yeah.
For a moment.
Yeah, for a
For a
moment,
moment they are happy. Yeah.
and they are always worried now. What will happen? So next.
चिन्तामपरिमेयां च प्रलयान्तमुपाश्रिताः कामोपभोगपरमा एतावदिति निश्चिताः.
They are obsessed with endless anxieties that end only with death. Still, they maintain with complete assurance that gratification of desires and accumulation of wealth is the highest purpose of life. भला बताओ, जो अभी बंगाल में उस मिनिस्टर के हुआ, कितनी निकले उसके पास करेंसी नोट्स, because his accumulation of the wealth is the highest purpose of life. And I am surprised, so much wealth, but still they are not satisfied, you see.
And they were taking him in the push chair. They were taking him and he was like, he had so much weight that they were saying that all those ED people had to hire so many extra workers to give him bath, because he couldn't even take his bath himself. He was so overweight and suffering with diseases. What good the wealth is,
Yeah, and not only that, he was giving women and all that thing, but you can understand, I mean, he must always be, he was caught, but even before being caught, he must always be, anxious that I will be caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, there is one more who has been arrested.
Yes. Recently, yeah.
These are
From
the
the same
people Lord
group.
Krishna is talking about. They are good example to explain the Bhagavad Gita right now,
Yeah. They're good examples.
These are live examples.
Yeah,
Live example, yeah.
Live current example. And now this guy in Bihar, this he has done something. He has what's his name, Nitish Kumar. He aligns with thieves. So I mean, he's gonna go sooner or later the same way.
Yeah.
But he must think himself to be lucky, eh?
Yeah. Now for the time being.
Because for 15, 20 years he's in the same post always, no matter where he is.
Yeah.
Time will come.
He must have done good deeds before.
Okay.
What kind of good deeds? We don't know.
Yeah.
In the beginning, he did some good things.
But then, the question arises in my mind, Yatinji.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's whatever position he is. So is it really lucky for him to be like that? That he's enjoying the fruits of past lives, but he's going right now in the wrong direction.
You see, there is one misconception that somebody is enjoying more than that. I mean, okay, you're enjoying food. How much food you can eat? Okay, that like in our senses there is an upper bound. Like you can enjoy only that much. Beyond that, you put more, the enjoyment doesn't go. Enjoyment won't increase.
It won't increase, yeah.
Yeah. Just like, we know in engineering, there is a characteristic curve of the centrifugal pump, okay? You put lots of power, but after beyond that, it curve becomes flat. So same way senses. I mean, the enjoyment is from your five senses. Now they have the limit.
Mhm.
So what? I mean, the first enjoyment is the enjoyment of the tongue. Okay. एक थाली खा ली, 2 थाली खा ली,
Taste.
4 पकौड़ी खा ली, मतलब कहाँ तक? उसके बाद फिर उल्टा असर होना चालू हो जाएगा. ठीक है, वांट टू ड्रिंक, 1 पैक पिया, 2 पैक पिए, उसके बाद बीमार पड़ जाओगे. So
Yeah.
don't think that some other people are enjoying a lot more than what you and I can enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they have reached the point of no return.
Yeah.
Mhm. फिर क्या?
अच्छा,
4:30 बज गए.
4:30 बज गए, भजन वगैरह हो
बच
जाए.
गया? So we did up to 11.
Yeah. अच्छा, एक 12 और का ले लेते हैं.
12 कर लीजिए.
There
Yeah.
is 20,
उसके
24.
साथ ही मिल रहा है. Yeah.
Yeah.
आशापाशशतैर्बद्धाः कामक्रोधपरायणाः ईहन्ते कामभोगार्थम् अन्यायेनार्थसञ्चयान्.
Held in bondage by hundreds of desires and driven by lust and anger, they strive to accumulate wealth by unjust means, all for the gratification of the senses. We understand that.
Yeah. That's what we already talked about.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Okay, so we stop at 12. We give a Vishram yahin par, and
Yeah.
continue with 13 to 24 next.
ठीक है.
Next week.
जय श्री कृष्ण.
Jai कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरिये परमात्मने प्रणत क्लेश नाशाय गोविंदाय नमो
नमो
नमः.
नमः.
चलिए अब भजन वगैरह हो जाए कुछ. राजी आप सुनाएंगे आज? राजी सुनाएंगे.
राजी अभी आ रहे हैं.
अच्छा, कहाँ गए?
मैं एक भजन निकाला है, सुमिरन कर ले.
ओके. या
अच्छा, कंक्लूजन तो आज का यही हुआ है कि भगवान ने 2 तरह के बंदे नहीं पैदा किए, बुद्धि और कुबुद्धि है. सब
बुद्धि और कुबुद्धि है.
बुद्धि और कुबुद्धि है. उस कुबुद्धि के साथ इंसान गलत काम करता है और बुद्धि के साथ काम ठीक होते हैं. उनको राक्षस बुद्धि कहा जाता है. तो बात तो ये है कि कर्मों की के जिस भी कर्म को करोगे उसी हिसाब से उस कैटेगरी में आपको पहुंचाया जाएगा.
ठीक है.
बाकी जो भगवान को मानता है वो सच्चे दिल से नहीं मानता. यदि ऊपर ऊपर से मानता है तो वो भी ठीक नहीं है. और जो भगवान को नहीं मानता है फिर भी काम अच्छे करता है, कर्म अच्छे करता है, वो मन से कहता है कि कर्म अच्छे करना मेरा फर्ज है, पर वो मुंह से कहता है, अंदर से वो अच्छा काम कर रहा है, पर ऊपर से कहता है कि मैं भगवान को नहीं मानता. कई लोग कहते हैं तुमने भगवान को देखा है? भगवान को देखा तो नहीं जा सकता. भगवान को वही देखेगा. अपने आप ही इंसान देख सकता है, ना किसी को दिखा सकता है और ना कर सकता है. मेरी समझ में तो अभी आज तक यही समझ आई है कि बुद्धि और कुबुद्धि चल रही है सब जगह.
हाँ, वही प्रकृति क्रियमाणानि गुणे कर्माणि सर्वश अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा करता.
बाकी ये बहुत धन आ गया, बहुत और एंटरटेनमेंट कर लिए, इनका तो अंत कभी ना कभी तो हो ही जाता है. ये लिमिटेड टाइम के लिए होते हैं. इनका थोड़ी देर एंटरटेनमेंट कर लिया, अपने आप को प्रसन्न कर लिया. जो असली आनंद है वो नहीं कभी खत्म होगा.
नहीं, उनकी लाइफ देखिए. जो लॉटरी विनर्स होते हैं, लॉटरी विनर्स की बात की आप लाइफ देखिए, तो कम से कम आधे से ज्यादा लोग हैं ना, वो खुश नहीं हुए थे. उनकी
वो अपना लॉस्ट भी कर लेते हैं सारा विनिंग.
हाँ, लास्ट भी कर लेते हैं. या तो चलिए अभी ऐसा कर्म इवेंचुअली ये आता है, कर्मानुबंधीन मनुष्य.
जयंती जी होती तो उन्होंने कहा संचित कर्मा है जी, सब संचित कर्मा है।
You mentioned her name. She called me at 1:30 last night.
Oh, you picked it up?
No, I didn't.
You didn't pick it up. Good.
She got so angry. She said, "Why didn't you pick it up?"
Oh God.
Anyway, that's
चलिए
our friend Jayanti ji.
भजन की ओर बढ़ते हैं।
हाँ जी।
सुमिरन कर ले अनूप जलोटा स्टाइल मैंने करना है, इसमें मिक्सअप ना हो जाऊं। ओके। सुमिरन कर ले मेरे मना तेरी बीती उमर हरी नाम बिना सुमिरन कर ले सुमिरन कर ले सुमिरन कर ले मेरे मना तेरी बीती उमर हरी नाम बिना सुमिरन कर ले कूप नीर बिना धेनु चीर बिना धरती में बिना कूप नीर बिना धेनु चीर बिना धरती में बिना जैसे तरुवर फल बिन हीना जैसे तरुवर फल बिन हीना तैसे प्राणी हरि नाम बिना सुमिरन कर ले मेरे मना तेरी बीती उमर हरि बिना सुमिरन कर ले सुमिरन कर ले देह नैन बिना रैन चंद्र बिना मंदिर दीप बिना देह नैन बिना रैन चंद्र बिना मंदिर दीप बिना जैसे पंडित वेद विहीना जैसे पंडित वेद विहीना तैसे प्राणी हरि नाम बिना सुमिरन कर ले मेरे मना तेरी बीती उमर हरि नाम बिना सुमिरन कर ले काम क्रोध मद लोभ निहारो छोड़ दे अब संत जना काम क्रोध मद लोभ निहारो छोड़ दे अब संत जना कहे नानक सो सुन भगवंता कहे नानक शाह सुन भगवंता, या जग में नहीं कोई अपना, सुमिरन कर ले मेरे मना, तेरी बीती उम्र हरि नाम बिना, सुमिरन कर ले, सुमिरन कर ले, सुमिरन कर ले, सुमिरन कर ले।
वाह, बहुत अच्छे, बहुत वेरी स्वीट।
थैंक यू।
अब एक राज जी आप सुना दीजिए, उसके बाद मैं कर दूंगा।
ठीक है।
मैं आपको ये सुनाता हूँ। भवान्य कष्टम, भवान्यष्टकम, भवान्य अष्टकम। पहले मैं 4 लाइन जैसे हिंदी में संस्कृत में बोलूंगा, फिर उसका अर्थ भी है यहाँ, तो सुनिए। भवान्यष्टकम। न तातो न माता न बंधुर न दाता, न पुत्रो न पुत्री न भृत्यो न भर्ता, न जाया न विद्या न वृत्तिर्ममेव, गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानी। O Mother Bhavani, you alone are my refuge. None of father, mother, relatives, protectors, sons, daughters, servants, masters, wife, learning and occupation can stand by me, but you. भवाब्धापारे महादुख भीरु, पपात प्रकामी प्रलोभी प्रमुक्तः, कुसंसार पाश प्रबद्धः सदाहं, गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानी। O Mother Bhavani, you alone are my refuge. I have fallen into this endless ocean of constant change. I am terribly afraid and have deep sorrow. I am lusty, greedy, and intoxicated. The attachments of this hateable world have bound me down. You are the only solace. न जानामि दानं न च ध्यान योगं, न जानामि तंत्रं न च स्तोत्र मंत्रं, न जानामि पूजां न च न्यास योगं, गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानी। O Mother Bhavani, you alone are my refuge. I do not know charity or the ways of meditation. I know not the system of tantra, nor some special hymns or chants. I have no idea of worship or ways to protect myself through rituals. न जानामि पुण्यं न जानामि तीर्थं, न जानामि मुक्तिं लयं वा कदाचित्, न जानामि भक्ति व्रतं वापि मातः, गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानी। O Mother Bhavani, you alone are my refuge. I know not what is merit. I am ignorant of pilgrimage or holy places, liberation and resolution of mind are unknown to me. I do not know devotion or any vows or practices. Kukarmi, kusangi, kubuddhi, kudasah, kulacharahina, kadacharalina, drishti, uvakya, pravandha, sadaham, gatisvam, gatisvam, Twameka Bhavani. O Mother Bhavani, you alone are my refuge. Wicked actions, bad company, and ill thinking describe me well. I am a worthless servant and have no good family background, nor good conduct. I am immersed in bad conduct. I have wrong vision and I am engaged in abusive talk always. I'm not sure this translation is very uplifting, but anyway, that's what written here. Prajesham Ramesham Mahesham Suresham Dinesham Nishitheshwaram Va Kadachit Najanami Chanyat Sadaham Sharane Gatisvam Gatisvam Twameka Bhavani. O Mother Bhavani, you alone are my refuge. I do not know Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva or Indra, nor do I know sun, moon or any other gods. You are the one who can give me shelter. Vivade, Vishade, Pramade, Pravase, Jale Chanale, Parvate, Shatrumadhe, Aranye, Sharanye, Sadama, Prapahi, Gatisvam, Gatisvam, Tvameka Bhavani. O Mother Bhavani, you alone are my refuge. Please protect me during any dispute, sorrow, error or travel. Be by my side and protect me when I am in water, near fire or a hill, or in its enemies. Anatho daridro jararogayukto mahakshina dina sada janyavastra vipatto pravistah pranastah sadaham gatisvam gatisvam Tvameka Bhavani. O Mother Bhavani, you alone are my refuge. I am an orphan, very poor, and suffer from old age and disease, extremely weak and most miserable. I have almost gone dumb. I am in deep trouble. I am dying. Only you are my savior. It Shrimacha Shankaracharya Krit Vanastatam Sampurna.
Very nice. We used to hear that at the temple every year. From
Yeah, very nice, very nice. I
Yeah.
used to sing
You used to
माता के
sing it.
दिनों में.
Yeah.
हाँ इसको लय से गाया जाए तो बहुत अच्छा
Yeah.
है
हाँ,
लेकिन फिर उसमें देर बहुत लगेगी
next time try करेंगे.
Yeah. Yeah. Next time
I used to
ये
sing
सुनाएंगे
to
ये
that.
next time.
लय बहुत अच्छी है
Yeah.
अभी memorize करेगी ना.
Yeah. Memorize करके सुनाइए. Yeah. यतेंद्र जी
450 हो गया है तो हम फिर अपने मेडिटेशन की तरफ चलते हैं.
अरे सॉरी अबाउट दैट।
नहीं
भाई
नहीं
साहिब,
आप सुना दीजिए, एक सुना
हाँ दीजिए, कोई बात नहीं, 5-7
5 मिनट में
मिनट
क्या
लेट
है?
हो जाए।
हाँ
ओके। बहुत गई थोड़ी रही नारायण अब चेत, काल चिरैया चुंग रही निश दिन आयु खे। हरिर नामैव हरिर नामैव केवलम, कलो नास्त्येव 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 गतिरन्यथा। हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे दयाल नाथ। हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे दयाल नाथ। हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे दयाल लाल। प्राणनाथ अनाथ सखे, प्राणनाथ अनाथ सखे, प्राणनाथ अनाथ सखे, दीन दर्द निवार। हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे दयाल नाथ। हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे दयाल नाथ। हे समरथ अगम्य पूरन, हे समरथ अगम्य पूरन, हे समरथ अगम्य पूरन, हे समरथ अगम्य पूरन, मोह माया धार। हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे दयाल लाल। अंधकूप महाभयानक, अंधकूप महाभयानक, अंधकूप महाभयानक, नानक पार उतार। हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे दयाल नाथ। हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे दयाल नाथ।
वेरी गुड।
वो अनूप जलोढ़ा ने गाया था, उसमें
वेरी नाइस।
इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हैं और वो आ कर मतलब उसको आता है, तो वो
It went deep into the heart.
Yeah, you sang from the heart, Very good. चलिए मेडिटेशन की ओर बढ़ते हैं। 10 मिनट की जितेंद्र जी मंत्र बोलेंगे और मैं 10 मिनट का टाइमर लगा दूंगा।
देखिए, अब ये जितनी भी गीता हम सुन रहे हैं सब है, उसका क्रंच जो है वो मेडिटेशन में है। मतलब we have to realize this meditation especially takes you not for any health benefit or for fixing the mind, or this is not the purpose. The purpose of this meditation is to see your real nature. What is your real nature, which is शाश्वत, सनातन, सुख में. उसमें कहा है, तुलसीदास जी ने कहा है, ईश्वर अंश जीव अविनाशी, ईश्वर अंश जीव अविनाशी, चेतन चेतन अमल सहज सुख राशि. 4 क्वांटिटी बताए हैं जो आपका निज स्वरूप है. चेतन, full consciousness with knowledge. Amal, there is no impurities. Chetan, Sahaj.
सहज अमल सुख राशि.
Amal, हाँ, सहज means very uncomfortable. और सुख राशि, इसमें सुख है, जो अपने स्वरूप में सुख है. देखिए सुख जो है, अब आप देखिए एक जो person who drinks, okay, मतलब he is not in a good mood, and when he takes one shot of alcohol, after a while he feels good, okay. The question ये होता है कि वो खुशी जो थी, जो यूफोरिया था, जो फील गुड फीलिंग थी, वो कहाँ से आई? मतलब वो उसमें केमिकल में तो थी नहीं. That was already in you. Something was blocking that, and by chemical means ये सब जो ब्लॉकेज था उसको सप्रेस कर दिया, तो जो जीव का स्वरूप है वो निकल के आ गया और उसमें सुख करने लगे. तो बजाय उसके when something can be achieved by the chemical means, happiness and euphoria and well-being, so why can't be achieved by other means? So the meditation is to achieve that our real nature, चेतन सहज अमल सुख राशि, उस तक पहुंचना है. तो उसके लिए हम सहारा लेते हैं. हम पहले तो मंत्र जैसे वो आप
आज दोनों ही भजन नानक जी के गाए हमने.
हाँ,
मैंने भी नानक जी वाला गाया, आपने भी नानक जी. तो कितने बड़े वो भजन करता हिंदू भक्त थे नानक जी, देखने में आता है.
वो कृष्ण भगवान के भक्त थे. गोपाल तमाम तो उनकी ब्रज भाषा में लिखी हैं, और ये जो कर रखा है तो ऊपर का बना उन लोग का. तो अब ये सब तो आपको पता ही है कैसे बैठना है, कैसे अवदर्श करनी है, तो उसको करेंगे नहीं. बस जो मंत्र है उसको पढ़ते हैं, और उसके सहारे हम अपना जो चेतन तत्व है उस पर पहुंचने की कोशिश करेंगे, और जो इनकमिंग एंड आउटगोइंग ब्रेथ पे अपना ध्यान ले जाएंगे. और मंत्र सोहम का हम सब टाइमर लगा दीजिएगा.
ठीक है.
नमो भगवते तस्मै यत् एतद् चिदात्मकं पुरुषाय आदिबीजाय परेशाय अभिधीमहि.